All right. So let's go. Welcome, everybody. All right. So let's run through what we have going on in the markets here. I'm going to start off with USDCAD. So USDCAD stopped us out. Okay, cool. So we had a stop out on USDCAD. All right. The price has broken past the supply zone, returned, and now taken off low. So we have still more bullish intention. So now that the price has done this, and it's also hit this first target now, the price is free to go to the second target. So what we should be looking for really is a continuation entry. Any continuation entry that we can capture would be good. At the moment, there isn't a clear one, but because the market hasn't pulled back yet. But with this demand zone in sight, I would say to you guys, look for a pullback here and a return back into this area here. So let's put this here. Okay. So looking at this area here, USD once the price pulls back into this area here, then we have a continuation of the movement long. So I'm expecting this movement here of this sort here. So price action movement here. When the price pushes long, then we can see the price action for a continuation bullish. In my targets here, I'm expecting the price action to get to from at least back to 1.27530. So from here, we have about 142.5 pips, and that will be the next target. So now that we're not getting the price return in here anytime soon, that is a good sign. Now, the key was for the short side, if the price had broken beneath equilibrium and returned, then we should be going short, but we're not having that. All right. Now, let's look at pound USD. So pound USD was another stop out. So we've had an increase in bullish pressure, okay, on the US dollar during the night. So the price got into our entry area and we got stopped out. The price took the low and now it's continuing down on the other side. All right. So now that we have a continuation here, then the reversal signature at the top here has held through and the price is making its way down. And so it looks like we are going to get the return now instead. So what we should be looking for, again, would be the continuation short. We need pound USD to make its way on the downside. And then now we've continued this ABCD structure bearish, then that means we should be looking for the price to reach back to our targets for entry before we go long. So really, we should be looking for some sort of short. The price has already flipped the zone, so this is a kind of a good entry. If it pulls back one more time, then it wouldn't be good. It wouldn't be bad to take a sell on here, but that was also a stop out. All right, so now that we have this, let's see what the price does. It looks like USD CAD is reversing, so we could be able to take a trade on that. All right, and let's see what else is going on. So Euro USD has decided to pull back short, but he hasn't pulled back far enough for us to say that it's not going to continue going long. Again, the entry point, the initial proposed entry was inside of this order block here. We had a different style of entry, but the price took off long from this region right here instead. So we have this entry. Now, if the market chooses to come back, excuse me, with Euro USD, there is a chance it can pull back down to here. And once it pulls back down to here, then we could go for another trade. So something of this nature like this would be all right. And then after from here, we'll be able to see a better long. But for now, Euro USD has done what it needs to do. Now, USD CHF, I'm upset that I closed it, but I still believe the price is going to reverse. I know that the price is dropping here, but I believe it's just playing a game. We need a return to the supply within this order block here, which hasn't happened. We had quite a strong short coming into the morning of Monday. We've had about 65 pips so far. Man, I didn't have to close, but I wanted to close because it was Friday. I want to follow the rules. But then now we're seeing that the price is broken beneath, and I'm expecting it to return here. Stop loss will be good. So,
one second. Okay, I'm off.
So moving forward, when we have the price action here, welcome students as you're coming along. But I'm expecting the price to push us back down here for another sell. And the next sell is going to be quite neat. So Let's see what the price is going to give us here, and then after we can go from there. All right. So Euro USD again, I'm keeping it here. I'm going to put USDCHF at the front. Pound USD, you can close it for now. USD CAD, we can close that up for now. All right, NZD. So, okay, CADCHF has done an amazing short. So from the entry that I gave here, here's the entry, guys. CADCHF has done a hell of a lot of pips. We've had over 165 pips with a stop loss of 6 pips. So you can imagine already the risk to reward is absolutely crazy. Let's see the risk to reward on that. So the risk to reward of this and stop loss of, I think, 92p gives you £26. So if we call that one, so about 1 to 26 risk to reward. What a crazy trade. That was the one I didn't take, sadly, but it's such a beautiful trade anyway. But now we've seen a bit of a reversal on CAD CHF2. It still has more to go on the target. So I think this is just a healthy retracement here. So I'm expecting to see more from the price here. But for now, it looks quite sweet for us to continue moving for a short. All right, now gold. If I take off the markings, the price has broken past this area here. So we have a chance for another pullback here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to not use the one that has markings. Let me take that off. I think I have so many repeats here that I'm going to close some of them so that we have a bit more room. All right, close some of these repeats that we don't need. All right, so here's another gold. So gold has entered into a very important area. So this supply zone here is the supply zone that before the NFPs 2 weeks ago now. And so the price gave us a strong short from this area. Now that we've got into this area, let's see what's happened. So for now, the price has got into here. Not really much of a reaction. I mean, it is a few pips. It just doesn't look like that is that much. But at best, it was about 60. Let's see. About 76 pips. Okay, it doesn't look like a lot of pips because the market has done over 1,000 pips. So that movement doesn't look so large. But we have had quite a big movement, you know, for the price to go where it needs to. Now, my proposal is that a reversal signature within this area, this is more of an higher A to B swing. So here's the A, here's the B, here's the C right now. And this is where the price is now. I wouldn't sell straight away. I would like to see a little bit more of some sort of reversal signature that will cause the price to give us, you know, a better short. But from where it is in a good place. Okay, from the H4, this is the H4 demand that we had for a while in July. Prices kind of come back into this other side of the area. Now, if it closes above here, then I'm expecting the price to really start making its way along because we still need to grab the gap here that hasn't been filled out. So if the price is going to achieve that this week, we have the FOMC news and things of that nature. Really good pieces of news that could push the price into areas that we would want. But for the meantime, anyway, I'm looking at what we have here, and I'm looking for a trade within this area here. For now, I guess you could say the market structure is broken here. If you were to draw a little trend line here, or if you were just to mark off any of the swing lows, we do have a market structure break, but this is still weak, the reaction. The price hasn't really done much inside of the supply zone here. So the price action is a little bit weak. So I'm watching right now to see how the price action gets or where it gets to. And then after then we'll be able to kind of make a note as to what the price is doing. So I'm going to hold on to what we have here. Okay. Let's see. So we have an A to B swing and then a B to C and then a C to D. So I'm going to watch out carefully to see what goes on, how the price behaves. For now, I'm not touching anything yet, but I do see a sell that can potentially come along. But I'm going to give the price one more day to do it. All right. So again, we're waiting for the price to reverse on USDCHF. It hasn't yet. And now, here we go, guys. We've got the magic number. So AUD/USD, guys, has taken the easier route. Okay. So on Thursday, from Thursday's high, the price took Thursday's high and now has shot down for a very strong short. Okay, and now that it's done that, we've also broken past this H4 area. So I'm looking for the return back on the other side. And then from the return, from the return, I would expect the price to give us another short. So it looks like AUD USD is ready to go short. And that's going to be quite a few pips on the short side because we have a very strong target that we need to get to before the price starts to reverse. So now, can Japanese yen, all right, so this is what I'm looking at. For those of you in the live, I hope you enjoyed that. I'm going to continue on.